All right, Party Room Film Festival Fantasy Football League mini pod number two listeners. We are back with
Isn't
week.
this number three?
Well, technically, this is week two. We had a
No, this is
preseason.
season two.
Episode three.
It's episode three, but it is
Yep,
week two. That's correct.
gotcha.
Yeah,
This week's sponsored by Mountain Dew
Yeah.
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast. If you're not having a Baja
Whoa. How
Blast,
about that? We're getting sponsors.
you're gonna
Not
get
sponsored.
Baja Blasted.
You're
All right.
get Baja blasted.
Well, this
Get
week,
Baja Blasted. Is
as
that going to be the new lather your butts?
yeah, we'll pick
I like
one
that.
team every week that got Baja blasted.
That's
Love
awesome.
Yeah.
Well
So as
done,
you can all
Cody.
see, we've got Cody as our first guest host. Thank you for joining us. And let's just get
Let's
right
see.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
let's get
share
right
my
to it.
screen.
Sounds like the Bears got Baja Blasted this week.
They did in fact get Baja
They sure
blasted.
did. But that's reality football. We're here to talk fancy football.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Can
fair.
y'all see this? Can y'all see my screen?
Yep, we got it.
Again,
moving
And it's
around?
moving too.
Perfect. I don't know what happened that one week, but here we are.
I don't know.
So let's do a quick, well, we'll do this first, yeah, because usually we don't have time for it because we go too slow. Just a quick
Absolutely.
update on where everybody is for the season. So in first place, we have Matt, the Green Force Fighters. 2-0. He's got 213 points scored and 187 points against.
It's
So
pretty good.
pretty good there. In second place, we have yours truly with Trevor. 2-0, 195 points for, 167 points against, which you could probably argue I have been the beneficiary of some weak showings from
Some
other
low
teams.
teams, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
But if you look at the other two 2-0 teams, I'm doing better than they are.
yeah.
Yeah,
We've got,
a couple close matchups there for Andrew and Josiah. So
yeah,
lower
yeah,
point totals. But
yep. And I mean,
Josiah's one of the lowest scorers so far. He's the
yeah,
third lowest, I think, and Andrew's the fourth.
yeah, but he just happens to have played the two teams worse than him every week, which is
Mhm.
always fun. And we'll see a trend as we work our way down where the points for gets lower and the points against gets higher.
Yep.
Um, and then we got
Special
six.
extra guest.
Ah,
Wow, two guest
hey,
hosts.
it's
Do you have
Cody
any
from the
comments on-
future.
It's Elliot Niles. How about that?
Do you have any comments on this week's on football this week?
Go Browns.
Oh no,
They need all the help they can get.
they sure do.
Yeah, it's a kind of a train wreck that's been occurring slow motion for
Yeah.
many
It's one of
years.
those train wrecks that you just can't look away from because it's just so fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're not a Browns fan.
Right, right. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, they're in my backyard, so
Yeah, yeah.
that's what I grew up.
Understandable.
I actually go back far enough to remember Jim Brown running on our black and white television,
Oh yeah.
watching a game.
That's
Well,
awesome.
where we got our TV out of Cleveland. Yeah. So
Well,
we'll have at it.
yeah.
I'm
Thanks
sure
for
that
joining us. We love having
Yeah,
an
thank
additional
you.
guest there.
everyone's a winner, I'm sure. So
That's right.
Well, not everybody, but
Not the
we'll-
scatterers.
Nope. Or the
All right,
space
so-
truckers.
Yeah. So next we have Cody. One
sit
and
at
one.
1-1. Not a bad place to be.
204 points. This is where it's fun, where you look at Cody's team and you say, Cody's team has scored more points than mine and has had less points scored against him than mine. Yet he is 1-1 and I am 2-0.
Yep.
Yep.
Just luck of the
It,
draw.
it was last week, and those that well, like 15 or 16
Mhm.
point 16 points that I needed.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Yeah,
And
that
we
was
got
brutal.
Mitch here. Mitch had a pretty rough week, which we will see here shortly.
Mhm.
Mm. Zach has had a ton of points scored against him, yet he's still 1-1, which is pretty
That's
impressive.
crazy. Yeah, that's a pretty big amount of points scored against them.
hmm
Tanner, 161 points. I think that's
Yeah.
the second lowest total points scored.
Yeah, that looks like a team
He's-
that's 1-1.
He's been dealing with some injuries.
Yeah. And then we get to the 0-2ers.
Yeah, we got the Space Suckers
Mm-hmm.
sucking it up.
Though, I mean,
Yep,
if you look at his
oddballs.
point total again, and he's right up there with you, Trevor,
Mm-hmm.
but has just had bad matchups.
Yep.
Yeah, 218 points scored against. That's
Woof.
not good.
It's a tough one. And then Sam, what do you have to
Yeah,
say
the
for yourself
oddballs.
here?
My team sucks. That's what I have to say. I'm interested to see what fun pun name we can come up for my team. Maybe the
Yeah.
off balls. I don't know.
The
Who knows?
oddballs.
That could work. Yeah.
And then we've got Paul's
see.
team, the
Our
Scatterers.
defending
Pulling up the
champions, 0-2.
Yeah.
Hey, he won the Dewey
And
this
then-
year, so
Yeah.
can't win both.
That's right. Can't win it all. And then we've got
Yeah.
Uncle Dewey pulling up the rear here. Have we
Yeah.
have we decided what we were doing with Uncle Dewey and waiver wire acquisitions? Have you thought more about that, Sam?
Yeah, I did look. There wasn't really a whole lot out there this week. I mean,
Sure.
I don't really know what all there is that we can do to help him out, but
That's fair.
we'll keep an eye out for him.
Yeah. As long as if something pops up off waivers that's worthwhile, I think Uncle Dewey should have first dibs at it.
For sure.
Yep. All right. Well, let's get into the matchups then. Just start off at the top here, me and Mitch.
Yeah.
Pretty lackluster performance all the way around here. Not a
Oh, wow.
great week to speak of. But it is what it is. I came out with the dub and Mitch came out with an L, so that's how we do.
That's all you can ask for if you're you.
If you're me, that's all you can ask for. Yeah, Josh Allen had he didn't pop off this week, which I was happy to see.
No, Mitchell was not very happy to see that.
Yeah. When you look at Mitch's team, Josh Allen didn't pop off. Drake London didn't pop off. This
Mitsubishi
week,
Marv.
Mitsubishi Marv. Now, what do we have to say about his Chuba Hubbard?
Well, first, I do want to say that we had a comment on our video last week or 2 weeks ago.
What was that?
It's actually from someone named Matt Stice saying that we were pronouncing his name incorrectly. It's actually Chuba Hubbard.
It is Chuba Hubbard, but Chuba Hubbard doesn't roll off the tongue like
It
Chuba
doesn't.
Hubbard does.
No, I like it when Chuba Hubbard just rolls off my tongue.
That's
like
right. Yeah.
that. But the second week in a row, the Chuba Hubbard was pretty wet.
Did not run dry. That's right.
Yeah,
Um,
that's about the best thing that Mitch had going for him was his Chuba Hubbard.
yeah. What happened to Aaron Jones here? Is he dead?
His
He went to
hamstring
IR?
is dead. Yeah, he's gonna miss the next 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks.
I was talking with somebody about Aaron Jones and how he's kind of old to still be the RB1, on a team. So I don't know if anybody has Jordan Mason,
Jordan Mason.
but that's probably a
I
good.
think
Did somebody already have him?
I'll check on it.
Yeah, but that'd be a pretty good pickup if somebody didn't have him. David Njoku did kind of what you expect. Calvin Ridley didn't pop off. Harrison Butker missed a handful of field goals, and then the Chiefs just kind of sucked. Pretty stinky week for the obligatory beer bros.
Jacob has Jordan Mason on his team.
Okay, so yeah, somebody does have him.
Yeah,
And then what do you got to say about my team, Cody? What are you thinking here?
yeah.
I mean, it's looking like your team for the most part did pretty well. Ricky Pearsall didn't perform quite as expected, but
Right.
so
Yeah.
that's not helping you. And then what is it? Your
Cody,
wide
does it
receiver.
Does it
Travis
help your
Hunter.
opinion? Does it help your perspective of Ricky Pearsall knowing that he got shot last year?
Yeah. He got shot in the chest.
I mean, that's pretty gangster, but I
Yeah.
don't know that that's going to help you
Well,
catch.
he was actually stopping
anything.
an armed robbery, I think. So that's kind of cool and heroic of him.
That's
Yeah.
again, pretty gangster, but
Yeah.
clearly not helping him catch anything.
No, I mean it didn't affect the bottom line, that's for sure.
Catching bullets, but not catching balls. All right. Cody,
Yeah.
show no mercy.
And a rough week for Brock Bowers and Travis Hunter. Really, the problem with Brock Bowers is he doesn't have anyone throwing him the ball, right? Geno Smith, I don't know when everyone got on this Geno Smith train, but he's terrible. He's always been terrible.
I think he's okay. I think you could do a lot worse than Geno Smith. I think Brock Bowers dealing with a little bit of an injury.
Yeah.
Plus
I
the
think
Chargers
Geno
do have a pretty good defense too.
I think Geno is a bottom 15 quarterback.
Yes, I would agree.
Um, I
You know
think
what? I think you could maybe be safe benching Travis Hunter for a few weeks.
yeah,
Um, he's
he's
the type of player that you bench him, and if he does good, then you're like, all right, that's fine.
yeah,
But the risk of benching him is greater than the risk of starting him.
I would agree. He has already found his way to my bench for next week.
Yep.
Um, Denver's offense surprisingly is not very good. Um, so Will Lutz didn't do much for me. And then I
Mhm.
picked up the Dallas defense because New England or the Giants looked terrible last week, and I figured that'll be super valuable for me. And it was going really well until the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter when they both decided to just throw a bunch of touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game was
So I mean,
crazy.
you wouldn't have had any luck with the Giants anyway.
Right, right. Yeah,
You'd be
yeah.
complaining about it anyway. So
Yep.
Yep.
Tough break there. Points on the bench. Big one here for Mitch is Javonte Williams, who at this
Ooh.
point I think has earned a spot in the starting lineup.
Yeah, especially now with Aaron Jones going out for a couple of weeks, he's got to put Javante Williams in.
Yes, yeah.
yeah.
I was surprised seeing Cam Scatterbo pop off, but again, that's kind of that weird Giants Dallas game where like
Mhm.
I don't know, stuff just happened. But
Now, are you? I think we already talked about this. Are you going to try to work a trade with Paul to trade Scatterboo to the Scatterers?
yeah, I've thought about it. We'll see if I can teach Paul how to make a trade, then maybe we can make it happen.
That's an important piece. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, not a ton left on the bench here. It kind of just was
Yeah.
what it was. But
I think Mitchell's team might be hurting a little bit, but
yeah.
he still got Josh Allen. So
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you pick Mitchell to win the whole thing?
I did. I do think his team's pretty good, but that Aaron Jones injury,
Yeah,
um,
that one hurts.
kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah,
And then just really rough weeks from his two receivers. I think he'll bounce back, but
yeah,
he's got to
yeah.
climb his way out of it.
That's fair. Next up, we got Sam and Josiah. We got Ugg and the Ball Boy.
It's a pretty good week for the Ugg. It was
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
very
Well,
pretty, except
Sam's
for Justin
quarterback.
Fields.
Yeah, Justin Fields,
I know the name. They're the Dud Balls.
the dud
The,
ball.
the dud balls, I like that. The dud ball,
Yep.
That's
I
funny.
like it.
Yeah, I mean, so here Josiah, Justin Fields didn't do anything and looked terrible. But then CD Lamb was pretty good. Devontae Adams was pretty good. Jonathan Taylor went crazy.
Yeah,
Starting a tight end that wasn't going to play, probably. I don't. Did he get injured though in that game? I don't know if he did.
he was designated out before the game.
Okay, so that's a bold choice to start a guy that's not going to play, but it panned out for him. So who am I to
It
judge?
sure did. Yeah,
Um, and then Amarian Hampton, that's a tough one. Like he's a rookie running back trying to carve out some space for himself. I think 12 points projection was a little high, but I don't know.
yeah. I think some of these rookie running backs this year just haven't really been all that, but
Yeah, I'd agree.
we'll
And
see
then
one later too.
yeah, and then the flip side here, right? We've got Patty Mahomes doing pretty well. Jetta had a kind of low week, but the Vikings just looked really bad in
Yeah.
general. Um,
George Pickens, my favorite player on my team.
yeah, he kind of popped
Pretty good
off.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chase Brown
Just,
kind of stunk.
hmm
And then Bill did not perform for you this week.
No, Bill Krosky didn't do anything, although Eckler went down, so I think he's in line for the
Yes.
starting role.
Yeah. I think you feel good about him moving forward. It was just a bad week.
Hmm.
Also, I think that Green Bay defense is very strong.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, we all should have seen this coming when they held Jahmyr Gibbs to like 50 yards. You know,
Hmm.
Jahmyr Gibbs is way better than Bill.
That's true. Yeah. Cannot argue with
Um,
that.
yeah. And then I don't know, just kind of some chalk here. Stinky game from Denver. I think we all expected their defense to be better than it was, but I think we also
Yeah.
expected the Colts to be worse than they are. So,
Hmm. Left a lot of
definitely
points on the bench, but
Tucker Kraft left there. You've got a lot with Trevor Lawrence and Cooper Kupp and Nick
yeah.
Chubb. Now,
I would have gotten totally blown out had Josiah swapped his tight ends.
yeah, had
So
he just played the tight end that was going to play,
hmm
yeah. But hey, That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the Space Truckers and the Green Force Fighters. Now,
This
this
was
is
a
actually a
good
pretty good
this
matchup.
was a
Yeah.
pretty good matchup. Yeah. Cody, give
Yeah.
us your thoughts on this matchup.
Well, yeah, that's pretty close.
So you got Matt on the left and Jacob on the right.
Yep. I mean, both of them did pretty well. There's a couple spots where Jacob's team missed it a little bit. You've got Minnesota's running back, Jordan Mason, not quite getting the yards that he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But then on the flip side, you've got Stephon Diggs not quite catching everything that you want either. So pretty even matchup. And then Philadelphia's defense just doing kind of not much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you see the big difference in this game was you look at your defenses, but I think the big difference, the MVP
Oh, wow, yeah.
for the week was Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, I was
Huge
going to say
game.
Brandon Aubrey, the kicker.
Oh, well, I mean, I would say that, but he'd be the MVP on a losing team. I was talking about Matt's team, just in the matchup overall.
I like picking the MVP on the losing team.
That you can do that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Amon-Ra had a 3-touchdown performance. He did, what, like 165 yards or something like that?
That's
115.
115, 3 touchdowns.
Nine
Yeah, it made
catches.
up for some of the poor showing on his other players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. The good old Kyle Pitts, that's a Kyle Pitts stat line if I've ever seen
Yeah.
one. 4 catches for 37 yards.
Hey, if you can get anything from Kyle Pitts, good for you.
Yeah, because that man's in the pits. What do you got on the bench? Oh,
There's a lot. There's a lot there.
The big one here, you got Rome Odunze popping off. He had a 2-touchdown performance, 128 yards.
Now, who's he going to start Rome Odunze over? Jalen Waddle. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
Jalen
Jalen
Waddle's.
Waddle.
Yeah, I mean, Ladd McConkey, T. Higgins, you leave in there.
Yeah.
T. Higgins, even with Joe Burrow being hurt,
Yeah, he's still
that
gonna
might
get
be
some
a little
volume.
risky there.
Yeah, the other side though is like if you expect the quarterback's bad, they're losing and they're going to throw the ball more,
Yeah.
But
I would definitely start Rome Odunze over Jalen Waddle.
I'd
if I
agree.
was Jacob.
Yeah, and then it's tough because like Tyler Algier actually got a lot of volume. I don't think people expected the running attack
Two-headed
from
monster.
the Falcons to be kind of this like split backfield,
Yep.
But
But they
it
ran all over Minnesota.
could find itself looking like the Lions, where you've got Jameer and Monty, and you've just got two guys that are both RB1 caliber.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Monty, here he is, right, putting up 13 points.
Yep. Scroll back down to the bench real quick.
Yep.
Cody, you're a longtime fan of the show. Jared Goff on Matt's team. What do we say about him?
Let's see, Detroit's QB versus. I mean, honestly, like I don't mind Detroit as a team, and I'm pretty sure I actually had him last year. I feel like I did.
I know you had a
I don't
bunch of
think-
quarterbacks last year. But so
I don't
Cody,
think
I'm
you
going to
did.
teach you a phrase, okay? So this is what we say about the Lions and specifically about Jared Goff. We say nobody beats Goff.
Yep. Say it with us, Cody. Nobody beats
Goff.
Goff. Nobody beats Goff.
Okay, I got
All
it.
right,
Specifically, we pump our fists like this. Nobody
Yep.
beats Goff.
Yep.
Just like
Nobody
that.
beats Goff.
I mean, I actually do think that I had him last year. I can't remember exactly.
You may have. You had like 4 quarterbacks.
You had
and
3
always picked
quarterbacks
the right
last year,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. But like, I mean, I'd run him.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
against
over Baker
Chicago.
Mayfield,
Like
it's- yeah,
anyone up against the Bears should
Yeah.
be running.
that's
Jared
fair.
Goff is tough. He feels like
I mean,
an auto
50,
start.
52 to 21. That's
Yeah.
a Baja blasting. So
That-
That is
yes.
a Baja Blast.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got
We got the
Bropocalypse and the
J
J Train.
This was a
that's a real close one.
Yeah, it's a tough loss for Aaron with
Yeah.
a projection of 110 and coming out losing with the J Train pretty
20
much
points
just
below
meeting
projection, yeah.
expectations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's his big
I think
loser?
you
Oh,
were-
Derrick Henry
Yeah, Derrick
we
Henry
were pretty
was
high on Aaron
versus
last week, too.
Cleveland.
Yeah. Now, I
Yeah,
will
you know what
say
they say about
this
that Cleveland defense.
That
with this
Cleveland
Joe
defense is
Burrow
actually
thing.
usually pretty good.
Yep.
Putting him as a zero, I guess that's actually not quite true because he had a 0 point projection here, but he was actually projected like 18 or so points.
Yeah, well, he was probably projected like 20 something, honestly.
Yeah,
If you click
yeah.
on his little note there, it should say,
No, they wiped it.
well, I guess that's weird. He was
Yeah,
probably
usually they don't
projected
wipe it.
20. That's just an error on
Yeah,
Yahoo's part, but
yeah.
uh, that poor Toe Burrow there.
Toe
It's
Burrow.
sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's another familiar name, Cody. Do you remember Mark Andrews from last
Mm.
year?
I do not.
Mark Andrews is on your team last year, and
Oh yeah.
it was constant battle whether or not you're going to start him. This week looks like he should not have been started because he got zero point 0.9 points.
Nope.
Yeah.
Although he did
I
get
think
two.
most of the time I didn't start him. I think I went with my other
I think
tight
you're
end.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Zach
it's a
Ertz
fun stat
definitely
from
was
that
the
tight
start
end.
this week.
He got 2 rushing yards. Mark Andrews did for a tight end. That's interesting.
Yeah. Hmm. What a stat line. And then on the flip side, you got Tyler Warren, right? Kind of popping off over there.
Yeah,
4 catches, 79
pretty good
yards.
game. My offensive rookie of the year probably not going to happen, but so far he's had a pretty solid season.
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, it's just Emeka Egbuka, right?
Yeah, Puka went off. Puka Nuka
Puka
had a great
Nuka.
game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, you kind of look at it and you look at the individual totals. You kind of think that Aaron would have won, but then you look at the final score. Tanner
Yep.
came out on top.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey had a really good game.
Yeah.
Good for Tanner for sticking with him. JMO went off, so
Yeah, that's
um,
true.
it's two really big
JMO's a funny one.
performances.
So you see almost 18 fantasy points, and usually you would think like, okay, that means he probably had like 6 catches or something like that. This man had 2 catches for 108 yards and a touchdown.
Yep,
That's
he's the best boomer bust player in the
he
league.
simply is. Well, I think at this point it's him and Quentin Johnston.
Yep.
You know, um,
Baltimore defense also had a big game for Tanner.
they
Ooh,
did. Yeah,
Tanner's bench is pretty. Both
stacked.
of these benches are crazy.
Yes,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
A lot of points on the bench here.
Hmm
Well,
Juwan
on
Jones.
on Aaron's side too, those are QBs.
Yeah, yeah. We got Danny Dimes over there.
And CJ Stroud.
And Stroud.
He's
Yeah,
got 3
J.K.
quarterbacks.
Dobbins, Jordan Love, Zach Ertz.
Hmm
Interesting, they both had 2 tight ends that popped off, but they didn't play him. All
Yeah,
right.
Jordan Love had a great game.
Yeah, he did. Next
He
up,
did.
we got Andrew and the Scatterers.
So the best man
The
and
best
the
man
scatter.
and the Scat Pack. This was another tough one, right? I mean, look
Yeah,
at
that one's
like,
tight.
yeah. Kind of a stinker of a game, right? You got Mike Evans underperforming. Cortland Sutton did
Mhm.
nothing. Colston Loveland did nothing. Zach Charbonnet did nothing. Evan
Mhm.
Ingram did nothing. Brees Hall didn't, a bunch of just people that didn't do
The
anything.
Jets defense against the Bills. Why, Paul? Why would you
Hey,
do that?
he's got to stick with his guys. He probably doesn't have another defense. What's he supposed to do? Go get a new one?
Yes. Go get a new Paul. Go get a new defense, please. The
Please.
Jets defense. The defending champ deserves better than the Jets
They-
defense.
They might be the worst defense in the league. It's either them or the Dolphins at this point.
The Bengals are pretty bad.
Yeah,
Although
but
the Bengals probably got points this week on fantasy, but
yeah.
fantasy wise against the Bills, I wouldn't start any defense against the Bills.
Yeah. I do like these when you see somebody that didn't record a single stat.
Mm-hmm.
He did have one target,
Just
I think.
nothing.
Yeah. Not a ton to say. Everything was either like, I mean, the only thing that was kind of neat was Jamar Chase popping off, right? Single-handedly keeping the Bengals with a winning record, right?
Yeah, no, he was great. He had like 16 catches or 14 catches?
Oh, man, was it 16?
Yeah, 14
catches. Wow. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Uh, we got
Jalen Hurts. Go with Jalen Hurts here. So Jalen Hurts, quarterback, Super Bowl winning quarterback, not putting up a whole lot of fancy points. There's been some talk. People are talking. People are saying
What are they saying,
that
Sam?
Jalen Hurts. They're saying that Jalen Hurts isn't a top 10 quarterback.
Hmm. How can
Cody,
you argue that when he's got stat lines like this, though?
What do you think? Is Jalen Hurts a top 10 quarterback in your eyes, Cody?
I mean, given that the points he scored this past week, I have no idea. Who does he play for?
The
You're
Eagles.
covering up
Eagles.
The Eagles. I mean, the Eagles have gotten a number of rings. He was their quarterback last year, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got potential.
He's got the accolades. No one's going to doubt that.
He's got
Yeah.
the potential. He's got the accolades. He's got the skill. Clearly, we've seen it. It's just a matter of if he can perform each game.
Yeah.
So,
It's true.
All right. So you heard it from here. You heard it from Cody. He's well, he didn't really commit either way, but
He's a
I'll
quarterback
take
and
Cody's
he's in the
comments
league.
as he thinks he's a top 10 quarterback. So
Points on the bench here. What do we got? Juwan Jennings kind of popping off. And then good old Matty Stafford. Now, how do you feel about Matthew Stafford? Is he a top 10 quarterback?
absolutely.
Absolutely. Nobody drops
Super Bowl
dimes
winning
to
quarterback.
Puka like Matthew Stafford does.
No. Who does Paul? Should Paul be starting Juwan Jennings over anybody? Maybe Chris Olave.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Tough to know in that one for sure.
Yeah.
I probably, I don't know. I would consider it just because New Orleans is terrible, but
Yeah.
tough to know.
I think Paul's a little lost without T. Higgins, if we're being honest.
Yeah, and Jamar Chase. Well, no, he has Jamar Chase, just not T.
He has
Higgins.
Jamar.
Yeah. Now this one, Uncle Dewey, Cody really took Uncle Dewey to the woodshed here.
Yeah, Cody, you survived. How do you feel? You
I feel
dug
pretty
him.
good.
you
I
dug
wasn't
the
super worried
vampire.
about this matchup
yeah.
all that much until Wandale Robinson scored like 25 points.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can we say if people survived or didn't survive the doing? Like doing is a verb, kind of like
The doing?
yeah,
Yeah. I survived the doing.
like the
You
reaping,
survived the
you know?
do?
Like the yeah.
You didn't get dude.
That's right. Yeah. Quinn Johnston had another good game, right?
Hmm
At this point,
this
Quinn
is-
Johnston might be real. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Wandale Robinson's a good two receiver.
Yeah.
I think Uncle Dewey's got a lot of work to do with the running back situation.
Yeah.
I do think the Green Bay pickup for Uncle Dewey's pretty good, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But just Cody, your team was just too much this week. Now Russell Wilson probably should have been starting. Wouldn't have helped him, but
Yeah.
I think Uncle Dewey made some significant improvements over the
Yeah.
last week. It's just a matter of
Can you
he's
put
just
it all
got to
together?
find the team on the wrong week.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to I mean probably Xavier Legette maybe doesn't keep playing in the lineup.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
And maybe even Quinshawn Judkins over Ollie Gordon.
That is going to happen this week. Yes,
Yeah.
I already made that change. So, Cody,
Yeah.
when you look at your team, if you had lost to Uncle Dewey, who's the player that you would have feared losing the most?
It would have been randomized, right?
Well, no, we would
Sort of.
vote on 3 players that Uncle Dewey would take from your starting lineup, not from your bench.
Okay.
And then we would spin a wheel to determine which one of those 3 is taken. So in theory, people will pick the best players that you have.
Yeah. Probably, I mean, honestly, Dak Prescott's been doing pretty well for me. He didn't do well at week 1, but week 2 he did pretty well.
Yeah.
So like that, I wouldn't want to lose that. I'm not sure how well he's going to perform this coming week.
Yeah.
Let's
I
see,
think
who is he? Who are we up
Bucky
against
Irving
next
and
week?
probably Jackson Smith and Jigba are kind of some standouts to me.
Yeah. But Cody,
though
you
we're-
survived.
Dallas is up against Chicago this week, so he'd
Oh, boy.
probably have pretty good luck. So,
Yeah.
Good luck to
Yeah.
whoever's playing you.
it is the Space Truckers
Perfect.
upcoming this week. So I'm stoked about that. Sorry, Jacob.
Well, Cody, you survived the vampire, so
I did.
your
Don't
team
have
is
to play him
safe
again
from
for
being-
like what, 5 weeks?
Yeah.
You don't have to play him again at all. You're done. with
Really?
the vampire.
Oh yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
Matt's the only person that has to play him twice.
Really?
Nice.
Okay.
I also like that Matt will have to play him the last week. Like as in theory, Uncle Dewey will be at his
At his
strongest.
strongest,
Yeah, in theory.
in
Mhm.
theory.
So, but Cody, I think you have to feel really good. Not only did you survive the vampire this week, that your team put up a really good performance,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even
They did.
close. I mean, there's some other teams that would have been really close with the Vampire this week, but you stomped them.
Yeah. No, I was stoked about that. Once I saw some of those points go up, I was excited about that. I'm thinking about grabbing a different defense,
Yeah.
but LA is doing pretty well.
They have a pretty
Mhm.
They've
stout
been
defense.
consistent at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, looking here, right? I mean, I think the only person that would have lost would be Mitch would have lost Josh Allen to the Dew.
I think Mitchell would have happily lost him, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Weirdly enough,
Next up, we got another beatdown here.
I think this is
Wow.
this is the Baja blasting of the week.
It's
This is
got
the
to be
biggest
right. I mean, is
blowout.
this the biggest deficit? Yeah.
45, 46 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can all say it
45.7.
together. Zach got Baja blasted.
Yes,
Baja blasted.
Zach, you got Baja blasted, my friend.
Where do you begin, right? Malik Neighbors popped off. James Cook popped off. A bunch of people just did well. You know, you got
Yeah.
Josh
Yeah,
Jacobs.
I mean, even if you're looking at Zach's team, like a lot of them underperformed, but like not terribly.
crazy.
I mean,
Yeah,
he would have
I mean-
beaten half the other teams in our
Yeah,
league.
he would have beat
Yeah.
me this week.
Um,
Would have beat me too. Yeah.
so like, I mean, he didn't do terribly, but
No.
the logging team just
Yeah.
kind of went in the woods and dropped some deuces.
Levi dropped some logs on the Hellywoods, that's for sure.
Mhm.
Yep.
The smelly woods, as we
The
might say.
smelly woods
yeah.
this week. They got Baja blasted.
And Levi even left points on the bench. I mean, Bryce Young had a good game. Ramondre Stevenson had a good
Stevenson.
game.
It's crazy what a running back does on Levi's team. I mean, you put a running back on Levi's team, they're automatically going to get you double-digit points every
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And then look at, I mean, Zach's even got Tootin over here.
Hmm He farted a little bit and got some points.
He did. He farted his way to, I think, a touchdown, right? He got
Yeah, he did.
one
Yeah.
tutty. Yeah.
It was on if I remember correctly, it was on he went the wrong way on a screen pass and
Okay.
still scored a touchdown.
That's
It was
funny.
pretty funny. Yeah, what a week from Levi's team. Just awesome everywhere. Hawkinson was a little disappointing, but I think Hawkinson will be okay.
Yeah.
The Detroit defense, I mean, you get what you can from them.
Mhm.
Zach's team encouraged by Drake May maybe against Miami, but Miami's horrible.
Yeah.
Kenny Walker, really good week. Everybody else, what a dud of a week.
Mhm.
Brian Thomas had a couple big drops.
Yeah, in the end zone even.
Ashton Genty, another rookie running back that I'm not too sure about. So
Yeah, he's had 2 weeks that have both. I mean, week one was okay, I guess, but
let me say by a touchdown.
yeah, that's true. That's 19 attempts for 38 yards, you know. Tough break there. Well,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, we finally got through all of them in a reasonable amount of time.
Yep.
Yeah,
We did.
how much time we have left? Do you know?
2 minutes.
We got 2.5 minutes. So
That's
we
awesome.
actually can go ahead and pull up our matchups for next week. So it'll be me taking on the Scatterers. So me and Paul, and then Sam and Aaron. It'll be Matt and Andrew. It'll be Mitch and Josiah, Tanner and Zach, Cody and Jacob, and then Levi and the Dewster. Now, I want to look at this one. Do we think there's any chance that Uncle Dewey can pull something off here?
I don't know. You never know.
I think it's
You don't know
unlikely,
what
but
can
if
happen.
he, I mean, if some of those players, some of those running backs on Levi's team
Mhm.
have rough weeks, I think that there's a chance.
Yeah, I mean, this
I
is the
think it's kind
highest
of
point
Levi's
total.
game to lose, as opposed to the Deweys to win.
Yeah, this is the highest point total I think Uncle Dewey's been projected.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, should we start? Should we start Russell
Russ?
Wilson over Aaron Rodgers this
I
week?
think I
against
might. I
Kansas
think
City?
Russ has a little more
A little more juice in the tank.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe because Kansas City, as for the first time in 10 years, had gone 0-2
Yeah.
in the first 2
Wow.
weeks. So they're either going to be already dejected and play poorly or they're going to have a fire under them to actually get a win out. So that
Yeah.
might be a rough matchup with Russell Wilson.
Cody bringing the stats. I love it.
Yeah. I do think it's just tough to know who's going to pop off more there.
Yeah.
I guess
Well,
maybe
you see, he's got Malik Neighbors, so if you put Russell Wilson, then any points that Neighbors gets, Wilson's going to get some points too. You think?
unless he just exclusively throws to Wan'Dale Robinson,
That's also true.
I think you probably just
Interesting.
leave Aaron. I think that's fine.
I
Yeah.
think Levi's probably going to win no matter what, but you never know.
Probably we don't need Xavier Legette though, right? I assume we would want Calvin Austin there instead.
Put Calvin Austin in there. We could do that.
Yeah.
So
Especially-
if Levi loses that game, and we're going to be kicked off here in just a second, it looks like, who are we giving to Dewey? I think we got to give
Well,
him
it
one of
would be
those
either
running
Malik
backs.
Neighbors, Josh Jacobs, or James Cook. I think
Yep.
it'd probably be
Yeah,
one of those
I think
three.
that's the three. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
Cool.
It'd be interesting if Uncle Dewey all of a sudden had Russell Wilson, Malik Neighbors, and Wan'Dale Robinson.
And just becoming the
He
Giants.
just turns into the Giants.
No wonder he would probably lose every game.
Yeah, yeah. That'd be kind
All
of
right,
fun.
what are the other matchups? Did we look at all of them?
We did, yeah, that was the last one.
Oh, well, that's not good. We still
Yeah.
got more time left.
Who
We
do you
can't
think's
sign
getting-
off.
Who do you think's getting Baja blasted this week?
Based